do I give back? How do I give from a grateful heart?
When you reach out and help someone else, you're really helping yourself. At least that's the story I get continually back from volunteers.
With Interfaith Coalition, I found an organization that I've told everybody over the years, if you want the biggest bang for your charitable buck, go to Interfaith, because you're going to get it paid back time and time again.
One of the things that Interfaith Coalition does is it provides a way for individuals to become involved, but also it's a way for the whole congregation to be involved. We began with the concept that we've really kept through this whole time, that individually it's very difficult for one congregation to deal with very complex poverty issues in our community. But by working together, we really can make a difference. Our main focus is on providing housing to homeless families, working with the Interfaith Community Health Center in providing medical and dental care, as well as our Friendly Visitor program, which reaches out to isolated seniors. A real significant way that we help people is we have 9 apartments or homes that provide short-term housing for homeless families that are entering crisis. And the families have the opportunity to live in the homes and work with a case manager who helps connect them up to community resources.
Several of us got together and started working on some plans and really took a leap of faith. Disciples House was that was a mission. I mean, became a real mission of this congregation.
Our housing in our community is very expensive, and it can take a huge chunk of families' income. And if you're low income, if you're paying a huge amount for rent, it doesn't take much to fall off the edge.
But I really believe there, but for the grace of God goes I. And I can't imagine. I believe that every one of us for years in our life have been at times within one paycheck of being there ourselves.
We've had people who have found out that the family staying in the apartment has had a baby, and they have made quilts for the children, not just the infants, but the older children in the family. They're really owning the fact that these are human beings that we're helping and taking a step above and beyond what they might have. Volunteers come in, not everything is rosy, and the growth that comes out of that, of facing the pain of the suffering that people are going through, and then making a difference by offering an opportunity for internal growth as well. There's one person I can talk about, a woman whose name was Joanne Brower, and Joanne needed a coat, and she came to the Interfaith Coat Drive held here at the United Church of Ferndale, and she picked out her coat, but she wanted to help others, and so she asked if it was all right if she stay and help volunteer. And so she came. The first year that she picked out a coat, she started coming to this church. She came the next year and helped to organize the coats. And she was willing to sit in our social hall for hours, and she delighted in helping people pick out the right coat for them that would look good on them and be warm enough. And she would always encourage them to take one home to their little ones. And what a gift she was to our congregation. She has since died of cancer, and I miss her.
I enjoy the visits so much because it's touching base with somebody who we know we've had the same background. We talk the same lingo. We use the same Chicago expressions. And thank God she's belongs to the same political party as I do. Otherwise, we probably would have, through the last election, there would have been leaflets flying all over the place.
We know the numbers of seniors living independently in the county. We know the big bell curve is coming, that the aging of Americans is coming. And we know that this problem and the need for this is going to be huge in the years to come.
I get to visit with someone who's a lot older than I am, has had more life experience. Someone said to me, "Oh, you're such a good person. You give all this time to helping people." And I said, no, I get more. I heard that years ago, and it's true.
Many volunteers do give a huge amount of time to their senior match. Others, we have a lot of working volunteers who don't have that much time, but they give what they have, and they have told me how meaningful it is to them.
And the reality is that I should be thanking Interfaith for giving me the opportunities to find myself in the positions I find myself and to attach to those things that I can really believe in.
You can still make a huge difference in someone's life with a 2-hour-a-week commitment. And it will be a commitment actually to yourself.
So you don't have to have a lot to be able to give. You have to have a willing heart, and in any way that people volunteer, you always get so much more than what you give. Because you're giving out of your heart, and people are able to receive, and they're so grateful.